Okay, here we go. I still feel very sick, which is why I haven't uploaded a video for the past 2 days after Christmas. Cause, oh man, I still feel sick. At the time of me, well, not at the time of me recording this video, but at the time, right now, of me doing a voiceover, and in the next couple of minutes, probably into an hour, I probably am gonna still feel lightheaded. So yeah, at least yesterday, or at least today, I don't really feel like throwing up. But yesterday I did a whole lot. Threw up like 6 times yesterday, and I feel like I hit a whole lot today. So yay. Anyway, so reason to ask why we're doing AAW career mode. So more like GM mode here, because yada yada, creative control, got the whole license, stuff like that. So my initial plan was to just completely erase my whole WWE Book Revolution universe mode and keep it as the AAW thing. And so just like keep AAW and like put like whole story in the AAW, like they brought the whole WWE Book Revolution universe mode thing that we're doing. But no, I was able to create all the characters back again, stuff like that. So we're just gonna keep the WWE Book Revolution universe mode thing, but we're also gonna be doing AAW as well. And as for SmackDown GM mode, I'm not too sure about that on when we're gonna do that again. But anyway, Battle Royal time. This is gonna be for the Hardcore Championship. At least I remember what these matches were all about and stuff like that. So I'm gonna submit the results. Well, at least I wanted to. For some apparent reason in this part of the video, I do submit the result though. So same like back then for when we actually did do AAW like a year ago. So yeah, 4.7 stuff like that. Mankind wins. He has an injured arm though, so we'll see what we can do with the Hardcore Championship. Since we are in the January part of this, we are gonna be doing the whole Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and so we only, for each pay-per-view, well, for like each calendar month, we do have a pay-per-view on the third week of the month. So that's not really all that good, because it only gives us like 2 weeks and 1 month to like try to set things up. We're controlling with Triple H. We're not going to be controlling with Vince McMahon. We're controlling with Triple H. Stuff like that. So just so we cannot use Triple H in the roster. So just going to use Triple H throughout this whole thing as we are GM. And there's just a very, very loud car ringing outside. And it's interrupting me. And so that was the whole Battle Royal thing. Next up, luckily enough, we do have Cesaro here. So now, I did do one whole show, which was the last show of December in the game, just so we could like set up champions. And so I did like whole Battle Royal to determine the United States champion, whole Battle Royal to determine the WWE champion, stuff like that. So WWE champion, the winner of the Battle Royal for that one, AJ Styles. Winner for the United States championship Battle Royal was Neville. So backstage to death Neville against Cesaro, because we're going to see if we can make Cesaro win title. We're submitting the result. I should have put this for non-title, now that I think about it, but this is how we can set up storylines, because like we don't really have much control to like do like segments and stuff. Although I do that for Book Revolution Universe mode, but I do that on Exhibition mode, so yeah. Anyway, so that's that. I guess where. So submit the result, and it's gonna be Cesaro. He picks up a victory against Neville, so just gonna keep doing that, I guess. Alright, so Cesaro, he's the new United States champion, blah blah blah. We're in the first week of January, so we got second week of January to try set up for some stuff. We're gonna probably do Neville versus Cesaro again for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. This car outside is really annoying me, I swear. Okay, I cannot remember the next match we do. I think it's for tag team titles. I still feel very lightheaded, and I'm still trying to do a voiceover for a video I did like 2 days ago, and I can't even remember for what happened for most of it. I believe number one contenders for tag team titles, since we do have Big Gun and Road Dogg. So yeah, Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. At least remember this matchup. We could have put for our Hardys versus Edge and Christian, or Dudleys versus Edge and Christian, but now we'll put Edge and Christian along the lines for a tag team title shot later on. So yeah. Now, I already have all the credit like characters for like independent wrestlers. I do have them all back created after the whole pro license thing. And so if I do want to start a whole different career mode for Book Revolution, so let's say if I want to go from AAW to like I don't know, Maple Leaf Grappling or something like that, then I'm not sure how the rosters is gonna go, cause if it's gonna restart the whole created roster, and I've had to create all the other old characters again, I'm not gonna take no chances on that. So yeah, I'm not gonna take no chances. AAW for life, I guess. But for Book Revolution Universe mode thing that we do on Exhibition mode, stuff like that. So that's just how it's gonna be on Exhibition mode all times, stuff like that. And so he's gonna keep doing this. I really can't remember what happened. 3.6 rating. We do want some better star ratings. So for example, if like someone wins and it's just gonna be a bad star rating, where it's gonna keep doing it until at least it could be higher than a 3.5. 3.6 would be sometimes good, but nah, you're just gonna like keep it, I don't know, as something, I don't know, blah blah. Who became number contenders? I got no idea. This like bar is like just blocked out everything out there. I'll check back there. So we do have a couple more matches to do. We could probably do another contenders match for the WWE Championship, stuff like that. Let's see there. This is looking like the WWE 2K15 type CM Punk, which is very cool. But that, so Women's Championship. So we could have like Mick James, Lita, stuff like that. Trish Stratus. So gonna have Lita come out first against Mick James. Not sure this is gonna be for championship or not. I really cannot remember how I just did this whole thing 2 days ago. Yeah, so that kind of looks like the Divas Championship, but whatever. So, championship, I guess we shall see. Probably make this a rematch of the Royal Rumble since we do have to sub for like 8 matches. So that's gonna take a while to do. So yeah, Leah did win the matchup though. Whatever. So, couple more. This commentary sounds very horrible. My bad, I apologize, blah blah. Fail 4-way now. Let's see. Completely forgot who I picked in there. Completely forgot. So I got John Cena. Oh, so I see we got Shinsuke Nakamura, we got Shinsuke Kyle, we also got Kenny Omega, stuff like that. Omega, he's currently injured, so we sadly cannot use him. I believe Stone Cold's probably injured as well, if memory serves me correctly from 2 days ago when I did check. And the whole fail 4 right here between Randy Orton, The Miz, Daniel Bryan, and John Cena, if I remember. Yeah, I think I'm right. So I'm not sure if we made this a number contenders matchup for the WWE Championship. Did we? I don't remember putting AJ Styles as special guest referee. So we could set the whole number contender aspect. Not fully sure on that, but whatever. Still feel very, very lightheaded. The things I do for such little amount of views and for such great many hours of countless content. Oh well. And John Cena, I can't see nothing. I'm kidding, that joke is old. Alright. So there we go. Fail 4, I miss Cena, Bryan, and Orton. Cena, he's me again, sent out to the outside the ring. I believe we do watch 2 matches. Yeah, I believe that was the idea. So we see this whole matchup. This is not really that much of a very much lengthy matchup, surprisingly. So yeah, we don't really usually have to worry about for like humongous minutes, I guess, unlike for universe mode where we just like do 5 matches, stuff like that. 5 out of 5 matches, so yeah. But then for the career mode aspect, for the AAW career mode, which is basically the GM mode, for SmackDown GM mode and Exhibition mode, I'm not sure if I want to continue doing that. I don't know, think about it. But yeah, so then we now got Cena and Miz here. Now Cena nails plunger onto Miz into a cover. 1, 2, and he almost had the victory against the Miz. And now Miz, well, he's just gonna get struck down. Cena with a sleeper hold. Well, we got Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan tussling out on the outside. And as for the custom story mode universe that we did do for Wrestling Revolution 3D with Roman Reigns and Shawn Michaels, yeah, that's just basically where I do like a whole bunch of different poorly edited matches, stuff like that, with different camera angles to make it feel like a more better type match. I don't know. And we're just gonna do pay-per-views. We're not gonna do any Raw SmackDown ones. We're just gonna do promos to sub for opponents and see where Cena picks up a victory against The Miz. Man, did Cena bury everyone. See, that's what I mean by it was so quick. 3 stars. But for matches that we do watch, we're not gonna simulate the result. If the star rating ends up being the final star rating, well, then we're not gonna change nothing about that, because then that'll just change the word. But if we simulate the result, if we're not happy with the star rating, well, then we're just gonna keep restoring until we're gonna keep restoring. And then simulate the result until we get an accurate star rating, or at least one that'll put us up in the ratings. So yeah, but then for 2 watched matches that we do, not gonna do anything about that, I guess. So let's see, we actually did add some of them. For example, we changed the Amber's name to John Moxley, like he was in like the independent scene and like CCW stuff like that. And we also changed Roman Reigns back to his like old NXT attire. Put Rollins for like his current type of attire, not fully his current one. If anything, I was trying to do more like 2015. So championships, just AJ Styles, number 1 contender. Whole announcement thing, fail 5-way, I guess. Yes. Okay. So this is the number 1 contenders thing. Got it. I'm remembering it. I'm slowly remembering it, and I'm slowly gaining consciousness since I still feel very lightheaded. Oh man, what am I doing in the video now? There. So we do have Shinsuke Nakamura is also added into here now. Omega C is injured, so Stone Cold, he's good. So now CM Punk. Who else? We do have Taker, but now put Taker in tag team with Kane. But now we add in Lesnar, so we could do Bray Wyatt. He'll be a good one. But now we're gonna do Finn Balor. And so, like so. Now, if I do forget, if we only watch 1 match or 2 matches, well, then I apologize. I'm making up stuff as we go along, because I actually really did forget this was recorded 2 days ago. And usually I record videos 2 days earlier, like a couple days early, and then I do a voiceover. A couple days later, I do actually remember what happens. I still feel lightheaded, but I can't remember. Yeah, I believe, of course. So we got Balor and Nakamura here. We got Lesnar and Stone Cold, and then we had Punk and Okada. Anyway, now Balor nails down Stone Cold Austin with the leap and DDT. Nakamura, he's dazed. Punk aiming for Balor now, and Punk could eliminate Balor. Wait, is this a battle royal? I can't even remember anymore. I really can't. And here comes that Lesnar was gonna do the whatever, shouldn't start press. Yeah, okay. So predictions. I cannot remember who won this matchup. So yeah, so we got Nakamura, we got Balor, we got Punk, we got Lesnar, we got Okada, and we got Stone Cold Austin. Of course, since CM Punk's my favorite wrestler of all time, I would normally pick Punk, but I want this to be somewhat New Japan, so I would love for Okada to win. Of course, Balor, aka Prince Devitt, or Nakamura to win this matchup will be New Japan as well, since Lesnar was in New Japan for a while as well, along with Kurt Angle. It makes sense as well, but mostly Okada, because I feel Okada will pull off the best matchup against Styles. Nakamura and Styles, definitely a good matchup as well, but whoever wins this matchup faces off against AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and then that we got a whole week of building up. So your confirmed matches already are, well, Leah, she did defeat Mick James, so I guess Leah is the champion. Did we put that for another time matchup? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna make Leah the champion. Fine, so rematches. Gonna have a whole lot of rematches, I guess. Since Cena did pin Miz, we're gonna have Cena and Miz at the Royal Rumble, I guess. I'm slowly remembering my whole idea now. So we did have Bryan and Orton face off against Sharon the Fatal 4. So we're gonna have Bryan and Orton, that's 1 matchup. Cena and Miz, that's the 2nd. Cesaro and Neville for the National Championship, that's 3rd. Mick James and Leah for the Women's Championship, that's the 4th. Or the Divas Championship, since that does look the Divas Championship. And CM Punk with a pedigree. Yeah, I remember, this is an elimination. It's an elimination. Yeah, and then that. An elimination, my bad, can't talk. Wow, okay then. Punk eliminating Lesnar with the pedigree. I remember this now. Oh, man. I remember how good this matchup is now. I remember now. I'm feeling so happy that I remember. But Punk eliminating Lesnar with the pedigree. Punk just doesn't care. He's still holding that grudge against the game, Triple H. So no love lost there. No love lost at all. Got Stone Cold and Nakata. Imagine that kind of matchup. That's an unorthodox type matchup. Those two styles. Someone tells me that could pull off like a 5-star matchup though. I don't know. Stone Cold Styles and Shusuke Nakata. That's an interesting matchup. I could barely talk. I don't know why. Alright, whatever. So we do have a couple matches. So I'm just gonna have to take a whole recap here. Cena and Miz, Bryan and Orton, Nick James and Lita. We could set up a matchup between like. Okay then. Well, and yet another person is eliminated as Okada is eliminated, and a Punk with the pin onto. Yep. Okay. Well, not Punk. My bad. Stone Cold. And the Stone Cold just did a pegger. Yep. Yes, he did. Oh my God! Please don't. Yeah, he did. Stone Cold eliminating Balor as well. Okay. Final two. Shinsuke Nakamura, Stone Cold Styles, and so we could have Stone Cold versus Styles or Nakamura versus Styles. I was hoping for Okada to win mostly. I don't know why. Just for the use of it being probably a more cooler pay-per-view poster, or at least a cooler match card design for me to do. But anyway, now final two: Shinsuke Nakamura and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Whoever wins faces off against AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. After when this video ends, I'm just gonna write down the whole match card for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Well, so far, also with AAW episode. Well, no, not episode 2. If anything, it should be episode 3. But for the first week of AAW, I didn't record it. I didn't record it just so I could like immediately set things up, because I thought that I was gonna be setting us up to do 3 regular weeks and then the 4th week being a pay-per-view. But no, just changed it to the 3rd week counting pay-per-view. Stone Cold Styles versus AJ Styles or Nakamura versus Styles. I would actually rather Stone Cold versus Styles, and now Stone Cold with the pin onto Nakamura. That was it. That was only one countdown. So we shall see who does face off against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Well, not the WWE Championship. If anything, the AAW Championship, I guess, at the Royal Rumble. So, yeah. Anyway, Nakamura with a headlock to Stone Cold Styles. Remember, Stone Cold with a broken neck. So Nakamura taking that into deep consideration, but now Stone Cold counters with the Cobra Clutch. No, somehow take down. Now Nakamura, he just made Stone Cold tap out. Stone Cold land right in his head. The broken neck probably going into play right there. And so Shinsuke Nakamura will face off against AJ Styles for the AAW World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Since this is January, stuff like that, we're going to keep it as the regular WWE pay-per-view lineup. No brand split, nothing like that. If anything, that's for the humorous mode. This is career mode. Well, which this is basically like GM mode, to be fair, but like still. Humorous mode is on exhibition mode. Career mode, aka GM mode, essentially. For this, blah, 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 whatever. I completely forgot. Whatever. So, pretty decent episode, to be fair. Had some pretty decent parts, so that'll be. So, let's see. Mankind, he is injured, so we're gonna have to do something for the Hardcore Championship. But are we in first place? Yes, we are. For week 1, we actually did have 92%, so we did shrink down to like 90. And SSW, they're still in 90% as well. We shrunk down all the way to 90, but we're in still a higher 90 process. So, okay, I guess. That cool Kane, Okada. Okay. Jimmy Cornette, Zack Ryder. We're not going to bother to get Zack Ryder because our roster is actually already kind of stacked. Also, because I'm going to be too lazy to create Mojo Rawley. Although the Hype Bros are no longer tag team currently, so it doesn't really matter. But still, nah, we're not going to get Zack Ryder. Our United States Championship division, pretty stacked so far. And also, once Omega comes back from his injury, we're going to put him in a title shot. Or probably put him in the rivalry with Cena first off. But yeah, so that is basically it. That was week 1 of AAW. Well, to be fair, is really week 2. I really actually didn't bother to record week 1 just for use of me thinking that once I did the last show of the year in the game, that once we go into the 2018 year in the game, that what's basically what's gonna happen was blah blah blah. period will be on the 4th week. So then we'll have 3 weeks to set things up. But no, apparently we had 3 weeks to set things up, starting on the last show of the whole AEW December one. So 3 weeks each to set for preview. But then after that, we're gonna have another 3 weeks in the 4th week, the 1st week, and the 2nd week of January going into February. And then for everything else, as see, we have some canceled shows. For example, AEW in the 1st week of March is canceled, so that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. But that means we're only gonna have 2 weeks, kicking things off in the last week of February to move on into a March preview, which I'm gonna completely forget what it was until I check today's preview schedule and pick one of the 2 Raw SmackDown pay-per-views as dumb and stuff like that, blah blah. So thank you guys for watching AEW Week 1, basically, essentially is what I'm going to call it. AEW Week 2 will be uploaded, or no, it's going to be made or uploaded in the next couple of days. I really don't know. I am going to go back to doing humorous mode. So yeah, I was originally planning not to upload Velocity and to just completely throw the whole humorous mode thing down the drain. Again, I've done that with many humorous modes before. But now, it is still alive. I just need to check the match card. And then just upload Velocity later on today, hopefully. Hooray. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye, and I still feel lightheaded.